Gotta do it
Nope.
right.
Hello.
I took too long.
It took too long. Nope.
Took too long.
This,
It's over. It's over.
this, the coordination. That. Oh my. Yeah. I don't like it. Hello and welcome to Powered Casual Presents Dungeons and Dragons. We are back. Apologies for last weekend. Sean lost power, and Ark and I had no internet, so we considered a few options, and we decided not to just do the whole thing via Zoom on our phones.
I almost played from a McDonald's.
Yeah, like options were considered. Like
I would have had some catering the entire time. It would have been nice.
I'm still down for the solo Naoma game.
Like, look,
Where'd everyone else go?
like, I'll give you the Twitch login. One of these days, you can just sit and talk to yourself the whole time about yourself, to yourself. With
I will
yourself.
narrate everything that is happening and what I am doing.
Perfect.
Nope.
I would watch it.
I don't see any
I would
problems.
watch it.
But yeah, we're back, and with me, so yeah, I'm Ian. I'll be the DM. It's me. We'll go around. Yeah, we'll start this way because he has a mouthful of food. So over to my this way, we have Naoma being played by Tom. Below Tom, we have Ark playing Maleficus.
You know, yeah.
You know.
You know. Below me, we have Brian playing Clyde. Very nice.
Sea dog.
Next to Brian, we have Sean playing Threnton. Classy. I like it. And over on this side, we have Alyssa playing Gilda. Alright, so we pick up the action here.
The only one?
Right sort of in this door here at the High Hall of Elturel. Yeah, this is actually what it looks like right now.
Oh.
Kind of
Oh.
yeah.
Well, this is a good use of a green screen. I like it.
Thank you. Like, I figured if I got it, I might as well use it. So we'll do a little bit of a weatherman situation. Like, this area here is where, like, a friggin' comet hit the castle. You can see there used to be a tower, sort of in this area. If we're gonna go back over to about here, is where the party ambushed and fought the Hellhounds last time. Right about here is where the crying rock was thrown.
Ian, reporting on the scene there. Do you see any more hellhounds in the area at this time?
At this time, no. It was just the two. Just the two. Unconfirmed reports of other devils in the general vicinity. Maybe a giant crab. But for now, just the two hellhounds.
Would you recommend tourists going in that area at this time, Ian?
Shit, no.
What's the traffic look like in that area at this hour?
You know, jammed right up. There is some sort of obstruction on I-95 right around here.
It's always I-95.
Always I-95.
Shit, we just fell into the big dig. That's what happened.
It never stopped in a vernon.
This all makes so much more sense now.
We're under the
All the
Prudential
demons
Center
are just
somewhere.
fucking Bostonians.
Yep. We are actually in hell now.
Yep, this is...
Sure felt like hell when it was happening.
Yeah, right? Like, just life jammed to a screeching halt, you know? Yeah, so the party, actually, so they fought the Hellhounds. You guys did a great job dealing with two dogs quite well. And ended the session. Let's see, this is friggin' hard. I get why they have to have a lot of practice to do this. Like, you guys ended up in here, which is basically the grand hall, the grand entryway to the High Hall, which is part fortress, part cathedral, part city hall for the town, for the city of Elturel. And you guys had a successful short rest. Naoma kept watch, tended to some of the small crowd of townsfolk that you've assembled and have so far helped rescue as you've made your way across the city. Thranton made everybody a nice meal, So the party got a little bit of an HP boost with the short rest, and then all the townsfolk could just kind of like smell it. And
I love that chef
Agreed.
perk. It's so fun.
it's so good. It's so good.
Since we're in town hall here, if we need to, can we just renew our vehicle registration?
No, not here. That's actually down at the DMV, which is down on the surface of the first
Oh.
layer of hell.
But we
Forget
can't
that.
get married here.
Can get married here.
sweet.
Yeah, marriage licenses,
Anybody?
second floor.
Yeah, we're heading straight to hell. Last call.
I think I'm trying to remember.
Brian's rambunctious tonight. He must have had 2 weeks to build up to this.
I'm trying to remember. Ceremony is a spell.
It absolutely is,
it is
and
a-
I can cast it.
It is a ritual that clerics and
It
paladins
is a level
can
1
do.
ritual
Yep.
that paladins can do.
And it's great because it outlies like that can do like 4 in particular, but you can definitely fluff it. One of them is straight up a wedding.
Yeah, there are
Uh,
6 things. One of them is a wedding.
Another one's
2
like
adult
a,
humanoids willing to be bonded together in marriage gain a +2 bonus to AC while they are within 30 feet of each other for 7 days.
Aw,
That
but
honeymoon-
What if bugbears want to get married?
that honeymoon period.
No,
And then after 7 days, reality sets in. But
like
yeah,
a Vegas wedding.
yeah, right.
You just have to keep getting married.
Yeah, just pick a different partner.
Yep.
There's nothing about divorce.
Yeah, no, and it doesn't.
Mhm.
It doesn't say anything about subject
I
to local
bet you a
laws or
bard has to
interpretations.
preside over a divorce.
Probably cleric for the wedding, bard for divorce.
I can think of like some celebrities who would appreciate an automatic annulled wedding
Oh yeah,
After
for
7 days.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's happened. And then I think a couple of the other ceremonies are like basically a bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah, just a coming of age ceremony
Yep,
for
it's
a young
literally
creature.
coming of age. Yep.
Yep. So there's a lot of it's a
So
it's a
the
fun
6
little
are
spell.
atonement, bless water, coming of age, dedication, funeral rites, and wedding.
One of
It's
them's bless water.
Yeah, I was gonna say
makes-
one of those is significantly less. How do you say significant than the others?
Hey, don't knock on funerals.
That a funeral? That's a funeral thing. Oh,
Because that's the one I'm talking about.
yeah.
Hey, I mean, let's just to put it in perspective though. You're in hell. Maybe
Yeah,
a
that's
vial,
fair.
maybe a vial of holy water just getting summoned
That must
up
be
might
very
help.
like thirst quenching. That must be
Oh,
the
just-
best drink of water.
Just bless the river Styx when we get down there.
That'd take a long time. That's a lot of vials of water.
But worth the effort. Worth the effort.
Could you imagine just like dupe vial of water, spend an hour blessing it, pour it back in, dupe.
It'll pay off. Trust me.
Yeah,
So are we gonna D&D?
we're not right now.
I mean, that's what I thought I was here for, but you know.
We're having a
That's
time.
what I
Be
came for.
jerks.
This
We're
entire
just gonna be jerks.
this entire conversation was about a spell, so that's very D&D to me.
It's true. We're on target.
Anyway, but yes, you guys have completed your short rest. So you rested up for about an hour or so. Everybody is about as ready to go as you can be after a short rest. And Thranton, during your short rest, you do become attuned to that special shield that you guys stole from the
I'm gonna have to have you choose a different word.
right
I acquired it.
yoinked off the wall.
It was nobody. Like the guy said to take it.
It's true. All right. So we'll just say took that you took
Sure. All right.
from the Duke's manor there.
Yes.
And so I sent you what it can do and all that fun stuff. And you do as you're sort of chilling, resting. You do start to hear a voice.
Excellent.
And that voice is just sort of a little bit whispery, but you can clearly hear it's like, "Hello, you can hear me, correct?"
And do I like? I don't hear it from a direction, right? It's just like in my head.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look around and sort of like I'm not imagining that it's coming from my head. Like I must have heard it from somewhere. So I'm gonna look around and see if I can find anybody who's awake and looking at me and talking to me, and presumably find no one other than Naoma off in the distance, who just sort of make eye contact with Naoma. And I feel like, are you talking to you talking to me?
Me?
Yeah.
Not that I remember.
All right. Never mind. I'll just go back to whatever.
Everything
I was doing.
okay?
Nope. Nope. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe. I'm pretty sure you can hear me, but I think we'll try this another time. I think.
I'll spend some more time looking around, and I'll say out loud, like, yeah, I hear you, but I don't know where you are.
Oh well.
I'm
that's-
over here. Who are you talking to?
Nobody. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Oh, I'm somebody.
Eat your eggs.
Oh yeah. What did you to backtrack a little bit? What did you make? What did you cook up for everybody?
Dog
Bacon and-
meat.
Just
Bacon
eggs.
and eggs. Bacon and eggs.
All right.
I kept a supply of bacon and eggs on me. It's fine. We fell into hell, and my eggs were still like solid. They were scrambled, but they're they're good.
That's true. You could just scramble an egg in the egg.
It's true.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
Shake
Yeah.
it really
Yeah,
hard.
just give it a good shake.
Yeah.
I will continue eating my eggs, but kind of half pay attention.
Oh, good. You can. Good. You can hear me. I thought. Been long enough. I figured you'd be able to connect with me here. So,
Am I able to respond without saying anything, like verbally?
yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So then I'll sort of think in my head and be like, who is this?
My name's not really that important. Not yet. But
All right, that's fair.
suffice.
Where are you talking to me from?
Oh well, suffice to say, I'm in the shield.
Oh, and I'll like grab the shield and look at it and be like, "You're the shield."
Kinda, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
So is this your face? And I'll just like poke him in the eye, poke the shield in the eye.
So I just see him like looking at a shield and then poking it.
Yeah.
Just,
Like that. I don't. What are you doing? I don't know. It's not. I mean, it's sort of a. It's not my face. No.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
But good.
So are you like, are you the shield, or are you trapped in the shield? Like, what is this?
Oh yes, I am trapped in the shield.
Oh, is this a thing where you need to be? Is this a thing where we can let you out?
Oh, I would love that. I would love it to death
Okay.
if you could let me out.
Sure. What? Who are you?
No, just
Alright.
call me the Shield. I'm the Hidden Lord. You may have heard of the Shield. It's called the Shield of the Hidden Lord. So
Okay.
I am the Hidden Lord.
Excellent. So I would be glad to converse about letting you out and helping you in your goals, but I guess that'll have to wait until you trust us enough to actually tell me who you are.
We'll see. You might need my help. I don't know. I could be real handy.
Can you?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great. I'm glad that we can have a friendly relationship where we will be able to help each other out.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited about this arrangement. It has been so long since I've talked to somebody.
How long have you been in the Shield?
Oh hell knows. I don't know. It's time is real fluid for me.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna hang up now. and we're gonna move. We're gonna keep going with what we're doing. I'll catch up with you later. Like, how can I reach you? Can I just like, do I knock on the shield? Does that wake you up?
Oh, I can kind of hear everything all the time.
Oh, okay,
It-
cool.
It's like I'm here, and you
All right.
can you sort of get the general feel that it's like gesturing to itself.
Yeah. So are we at like the tail end of the rest?
Yeah, you guys
People are
are.
sort of stirring and getting up and moving around.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna sort of like gesture to our party and like try and gather the 5 of us up away from the citizenry. Does everybody play along with that and come gather up?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm drinking some tea.
Yeah, once I notice
Nice.
people starting to like get up and having finished their rest, I'll start like pushing people together and like getting ready to start moving.
Do whatever we're doing. Okay.
Imagine like
I'm
clay people. You're just like pushing them together, making one bigger person.
Look, this
Squish.
will be easier if you were all one big guy.
So I'm gonna say to the party that and Rhea's with us, yeah?
Yep, she's with the party as well. Her and her little
Yeah.
elephant buddy.
Oh yeah.
All right. So my shield might be possessed. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I just want to let everybody know.
It's usually bad.
I mean, but I mean, look at this. He looks like
It's terrifying.
he looks friendly. We're gonna move forward and we'll see how this goes.
Did I identify this already? I don't remember.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
I did,
Yep.
yeah.
You identified it enough that I knew what the name was, and I knew that it gave me fire protection or resistance to fire.
Right.
But we did not know that there was a hidden lord
Entity.
entity.
Right.
Yeah. So the shield has been talking to me. I don't know if that's good or bad. We will address that as it comes because clearly we are not in a situation where we can spend too much time screwing around with this. If we need to leave it behind, we won't, but I will decide that later. But for
Wait,
now, I
wait.
want.
We won't, but you'll decide it later?
I don't want to, but if it comes to that, we can discuss that.
Okay.
It's a very nice shield. Look how gold this thing is.
How
It's none of my business.
how dangerous do you think it is, Thranton?
It did not give me any reason to think that it's dangerous.
Aside from
just-
talking to you.
He just said that he's been trapped in the shield and he'd like to be released at some point. And I said we can talk about that later because right now is not a good time.
Okay.
So I don't think it's dangerous.
My business.
Being trapped in a shield.
But we'll see. Hey, I'm being forthright with you guys. All right, I'm telling you that some weird stuff's going down.
That is
Sure.
appreciated.
It is.
Don't touch me with your shield.
Touch me with that shit.
That's fine. I'm okay with this.
I mean, I'm just saying it looks evil.
Yeah, but looks aren't everything. All right, it's not nice to judge. Maybe it was an evil shield that maybe this is an angel that's been trapped in this devil shield.
That's
And
really
now that we're in-
optimistic.
Yeah, well, it's a really nice shield. I
An
think you
angel happened to be trapped in this shield that we found in a devil worshipping Duke's
Listen,
manor.
did you get to keep the sword you found?
Yeah,
Did we?
but it hasn't
did we take
talked
that
to
away
me.
from- Not yet. You don't know.
That's true, actually. I pull out my sword
Just start
and
yelling.
I start
at it.
talking to it. It's like, hey, sword. Are you gonna talk back to me?
I
Does it
don't
talk
think
back
it
to
works
you?
like that because I didn't start talking to my shield. I'm not a crazy person. The shield started talking to me.
Look, since some sentient items are a little more introverted than others, you know, sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta start the
Shy.
conversation, other times they'll reach out.
Yeah.
Nothing from the sword, Clyde.
So I'll just whisper to it, if you're in there, I'll listen.
I mean, that's a good way to start it.
That's true.
I'm always here if you need to
All
talk.
right, so we're all in agreement. I'm gonna keep the shield, and we're gonna move forward. All right, break. And I'll just start like walking towards the door.
We
I
didn't.
think he's
We were in
creeping
like
me.
a hallway, right?
Yes. Yeah, you guys are in like a long hallway sort of between the main front entrance that you came in and the entrance to sort of a grand foyer into the rest of the cathedral.
Oh yay!
Oh yeah.
For you.
Grand foyer.
Oh.
Froyo.
As everyone's kind of leaving the room, this is when I actually joined the group, and I have like 3 different little combs stuck in my hair and like a brush, and like it looks like I tried to comb it out, but I'm just totally inept, and but I'm still looking proud.
You look beautiful.
Very
Thank
dashing.
you very much. I appreciate it.
Is this what royalty normally looks like?
This is better than royalty usually looks.
Where did-
Phenomenal.
This
He's
is the
the
best that royalty
exception.
has to
Where did
offer.
you learn how to brush hair? That's a very interesting technique.
Well, you see, I kind of had to. At this point, I'm trying to actually like release one of the brushes
Like,
and comb it
Ben,
through.
come down here, and I'll just like pull it out, hand it back to you.
Thank you,
Well-
thank you. I had it, but thank you.
Never didn't have
You
it.
start at the bottom and then work your way up.
See, she knows.
I mean, I don't really brush my hair, so I think that's why they do it.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I know all that. I'll yeah.
Of course you.
I had to try my special technique. You know, like it just you wouldn't understand if you didn't have just a great voluminous mane like mine. And there's twigs sticking out of it at this point. Like it's just
We match.
beautiful and silky.
Luminous.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Right. So should we try to get to the place?
Yeah, I started
With
walking towards
maybe the people?
to the door, to like not the back door that we came in, but the moving forward to the Great Hall, which we looked at before. We opened it up and we sort of peeked around, and there wasn't anything like dramatic that we saw.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Just the bodies, right?
Yes. Yeah, you did see that there were signs of a struggle in there, and it sounds like the guards didn't quite get the better end of the struggle.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, when you
Nothing
unbar,
more calming than a bunch of bodies
yep,
laying strewn about.
yep. So,
I'm sorry, I have to stop this real quick. Ian, you're super blurry,
Yeah.
and it's to the point where you have a white line around you, and it looks like you've just been JPEG'd in, or like GIFed into your background.
how do
You've done
we
good.
know that's not what happened? Yeah, it's something. It's a decent camera, but sometimes the autofocus doesn't quite play right. Like that's super in focus.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, just needed that.
That was killing me. Oh
it's
my god.
it's called a soft touch filter. Jesus. It's not. The camera's just out of focus.
Touch
Dude,
it
you
all.
look soft.
Thank you.
And fuzzy.
It's actually it's actually doing kind of nice. Like it's getting rid of all like the wispy hairs that are just out doing their own shit. So it's I look sleek.
Sleek.
Anyway, enough about me. These bodies. Yeah, you see a few bodies sort of strewn in about the floor, definitely dead. Some of them stab, some of them slice, like different methods of death. But to looking in to the cathedral, it's a big open space for the most part. There are a couple of pillars holding up the vaulted ceiling, and there are two spiral staircases, relatively close to the door, one on either side of the door, that go up to, it looks like, a balcony or something above. And you can look in probably about 50 feet in, and you see that the next section of the cathedral is hidden by like ceiling to floor length thick velvet curtains.
Fancy.
It's very fancy. And let's see.
Sweet.
Look at here, and as you kind of look around, you do see that this area used to have a lot of beautiful art on the walls, like frescoes and mosaics on the floor and things like that. And you see that they used to be like angelic and holy and beautiful. But you see, looking around, not all of the art's changed, but similar to the statues out front in the room where you rested, the formerly angelic figures are starting to definitely look much more infernal and devilish. Sort of
Oh, that
starting.
was good art.
You know, I find it interesting that everything that is angelic or everything that we've seen for art here becomes demonic
Hmm.
as I'm like checking out one of the statues as we pass it by.
Well, actually, they're devils,
He is correct.
so it's devilish.
He is correct. But yeah, they're like, yeah, you look at one of these one of the statues, and yeah, it definitely just doesn't look right anymore. Like, it still looks sculpted and everything, but it just doesn't look like, you can tell that this isn't what it used to look like, but now it does look like a tall, devilish, yet still angel-winged figure. So a female figure, bald, with a fiery halo above the head instead of the radiant halo that you imagined used to be there. And that particular
She's
figure,
bald?
yes, she is bald.
Weird.
And a little bit. It's a choice.
Meatball.
And that sort of motif, that figure, seems to be repeated more than most.
Bald, flaming halo lady.
Do
What about-
I know what that is? Like, specifically? Is she
Let's
a
see.
specific devil?
A specific devil?
Yeah, it's Zariel.
Zariel?
Yeah, it's Zariel. She's or she was like like the fiend lord of Avernus for this circle of hell, basically.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense then.
Yeah.
And Rhea, moving in with you, will corroborate that. Like, yep, this is how Zariel's usually depicted now.
Now.
Well, before, when she was an archangel, you know, is sort of what you'd expect. But now, and she'll gesture at the statue and just be like, "Now it's just this."
Is this how she actually looks, or is this just like the glammed up version?
We can assume no living mortal's seen her and live to tell the tale.
Hmm.
We'll be the first. Right, team?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Here, here.
I don't want
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to see her. I don't want to do that.
And I'll
Nah.
high five the lion.
to.
Just clap the hand right on the paw pad there.
Yeah. Don't claw me.
Right on them toe beans.
So as we're going through the room and as I'm looking at the statues, you said there's like curtains hanging from the walls?
Yeah, sort of there are two. From what you can see, looking into the looking in, there are a bunch of support pillars that are holding up vaults and things like that up in the ceiling. But there are two bigger, more load-bearing columns, sort of what you figure is maybe about a third of the way into the place. And hung up between them are some thick velvet curtains that are just sort of separating the space into different areas.
Right. Yeah, I'll walk up and sort of like take a peek, like move the curtain aside a tiny bit and just like peek
With
through
one
it.
finger.
Yeah, one finger, just
Just little peeks. Go ahead and give me a perception. Let's roll some dice.
nah. I'm gonna click a button.
Lame.
Rebel.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. All right. So what you see,
What'd you get?
what you see is what you get. Yeah, you see that there, you can sort of, from your limited vantage, you can see that there's probably more velvet curtains further separating the interior space of the cathedral. But you do see a big ol' altar right in the center on a raised dais, however you pronounce that word. No?
I think it's dice.
Dais? That would make sense. It's fancy. And it's made out of beautifully polished teak. That nice, warm teak wood. And the altar itself takes the shape of a gauntleted hand that's clenched into a fist. And there's a big old lever next to it. And that is all you notice.
So I turn around and look at the group. And can anyone tell me what this is an altar to? There's a big gauntlet, I think.
Can I roll to see if I recognize it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
anybody
I'll come take a look as well.
anybody who wants to take a peek at that, go ahead and give me a religion check.
12.
19.
Oh, 12, 19. Anybody else?
I also got a 19.
Oh,
I got a 16.
16. All right.
Gil's like,
All right. So, Naoma, are you checking or no? Or are you just
No.
asking? Okay. So everyone but the cleric recognizes that this is an altar to Torm. You guys, like, especially Gilda, you would know that the city of El Terrell is big on Torm. Like he's sort of the patron deity of the of El Terrell, but he's revered throughout Faerun, god of justice, protection, sort of a very benevolent, good god, so to speak.
Good God.
Good god. And you've noticed that some of the art in the area used to be symbols of Helm. Like, for those of you, like, Gilda would know this, and then everybody else who got a 19 would know that some of the art that you can tell it used to be Torm, like a lot of, like, fists and protectors and things like that, have been turned into symbols of chains and torture and other infernal crap. But
That is a symbol for Torm, and the chains are infernal crap.
yep. But the
Not usually associated with this dude.
but the altar seems still very pristine. Seems like it's undergone none of the change that that is slowly taken over the city.
so that's how it used to be, but everything else is changing.
Yeah, so I was assuming that this was just some sort of demonic or devilish symbol, but
Nope.
I wonder why it's not changed.
I wonder, is this like, maybe this thing is actually blessed by high-ranking clergy of Torm or something? So maybe that's why it remains untouched by the infernal stuff going on he has.
Could be.
I'm gonna step through the curtain and sort of start to make my way slowly towards the altar.
Okay.
I'm assuming I've been here before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll follow her.
Okay. So yeah, you head up.
Do I notice anything that's out of the ordinary other than the artwork changing?
Other than the artwork changing, some of the curtains that further subdivide the area, some of them look like they've been shredded up a bit by claws or blades or something. But the area around the altar itself still seems pristine and normal, just like it always has.
I'm also going to be going with Naoma because I'm not going to let her wander off on her own.
Yeah, I was about to say, as soon as I step through the curtain, I'd be turning around and be like, Thranton?
Please help.
Please. But yeah, there is. So yeah, you see the altar, clenched up fist on the raised platform. The lever sitting next to it, also not infernal in any way, just like a very prominent lever.
Totally not infernal lever.
Totally not infernal, hard to miss lever.
I'm going to take a look around and just see if I can spot anything that I think the lever might be connected to. Anything that looks like it might move.
Okay. Go ahead and
Question:
yeah.
Would I know what that lever was for, or is it new?
No, the lever is not new. The lever has been there
Okay.
every time that you've ever been to the High Hall.
Cool.
And let me see here. Actually, you would have some, especially Gilda would have some knowledge of this. The hand, when everybody's looking at it, the hand, it is clenched, but there are joints. Like, it does look like it's articulated. So you get the pretty good idea that when the lever is pulled, the hand does open. Or, like, I'm not trying to figure out how specifically it's oriented. I don't know if it's, like, flat like this, then it opens, or if it's flat like this,
Or like
and
this.
then it opens, like... But, in any case, it is articulated, and it does look like it is meant to change shape.
Is the hand stone or wood?
It is wood. It's a
Okay.
big hand, too. Like, it could
The
definitely hold a medium-sized creature, when closed.
the hand of Torm is usually an open hand, straight up.
Really?
But this one is fisting.
Yes.
That sounds weird.
It does sound weird. Let's
So-
go. Let's go with
Well, it's
clenching.
So it looks
making
like
a fist.
Clenching's
Power to
good.
the people.
Yeah.
Sort of hand.
Yeah.
Okay. So the fingers will probably go up.
Can I go up to the hand and see if there's anything? If I can see if there's anything in the hand.
Go ahead and go up. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. That's 19.
19. Okay. You look and you don't see that it's holding anything. But when you look at it and you see I'm just going to say right now, it is currently clenched like this. It is flat with the back of the hand on the dais, and then when it opens, it would open flat like a nice palm, but it would be, if it were standing upright, it would be this shape.
Okay.
And you look at it, and you can see very faintly in the palm, sort of under the fingers when it's curled up, you do see a rectangular outline right in the middle of the palm. So you don't see anything in there. Nothing actually in the fist. But it does look like the fist is concealing something when it is closed.
Okay. I relay this information to the party. I'm like, should we pull it?
Pull the lever.
Ian, you had said that the altar was in sort of like a cross section, right? Or am I misremembering that? Like there was areas to all sides of it that were sort of blocked by curtains from where we initially were.
Oh yes, yeah. You're from where you can figure. You're in the center of the grand hall of the high hall, first floor. But yes, off on pretty much every direction, there are more curtains similar to the ones you just came through, that look like they just sort of partition off more areas of this hall.
Okay. Yeah, as we get up to the platform or the dice, I'm just gonna look around and check and make sure there are no devils or demons in immediate line of sight.
Okay. So are you parting any curtains or anything like that, or are you just giving the place a good once
Just
over?
giving it a good look around to make sure, from where we are, no one can see us at the moment.
Okay. So no. You do a good 360 look, and no, you don't see anybody else in the immediate vicinity except for you guys. And I'm assuming, are the villagers just basically tailing you guys at this point? Like that's something we got to decide. What are we doing with the townsfolk here?
I had assumed they were mostly tailing us. I don't know if they would have followed us through the curtain or not.
Yeah, I don't think they
Probably,
would have
like,
followed
right
us in
outside.
here. They're probably in the Great Hall with Rhea and the little elephant man.
Yeah,
Sort of
I don't
hanging
think we necessarily invited them to follow us. We're just scoping it out.
Okay. So
I
yeah.
just keep forgetting they're there.
It's just 20 people. It's fine.
Yeah, no, come through the curtain invitation, but like, stick with us, sort of stay back type of thing.
Okay, cool. So yeah, they're still on the other side of the curtain. But yeah, other than the only people that you can see within this curtained area are just you five.
Great.
So what do you do?
Pull the lever.
I was gonna say I'll slowly reach over to the lever.
So Gilda, you're pulling the lever?
I'll look at Gilda and just sort of like, all right, shrug.
Pull.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you pull the lever. Just it pulls back nice and smooth. And as you pull it, you do feel mechanical stuff is clicking and whirring into place. And
then we see a clip from Walker, Texas Ranger.
Man gets kicked through a table. So, and what happens is the altar opens, but something is stuck, and only the middle finger. No, it doesn't do that. It extends normally. All 5 fingers extend out so that it is flat open on the dais. And nothing else happens.
Is there
We will
anything
now
on it?
inspect the palm.
So yeah, with what you saw earlier, you do see that there is a rectangular panel right in the middle of the palm, one big flat sheet, whereas the rest of this thing is made of smaller joined pieces of wood. So having one big panel definitely does kind of stand out.
I'm just kind of gently feeling around, see if it's something funky.
As you feel around, you hit a spot on one of the edges, and it presses inward a bit, and then pops open.
Oh, yay!
And the middle panel of the palm opens up and reveals a staircase heading downward.
Oh,
Like
it's
a
that
tiny
big.
one?
Okay.
It's not big. It's going to be a bit of a squeeze if Thranton wants to go down, but it is big enough for a medium creature.
What is this? A staircase for ants?
Staircase for ants.
While that's happening, is there anything on the ceiling? Because I'm thinking about the hand and what people in the party have said about the general orientation of the hand of
It's usually
Storm
up.
is this,
Mhm.
but it's doing this.
Mhm.
So is there anything above it that it would be more relevant to, like making the traditional symbol towards?
Yeah, is there another hand looking to give it a
High
low
five.
They're gonna give
five?
it
A low 5.
Hand
really,
sandwich.
really long way to go. A lot of rope. Looking up at the ceiling, there is actually just a big rose window. That
Oh.
on a normal, nicer day would cast beautiful, lovely light right down onto the center of the altar. But now is just reflecting a deep red, hellish glow instead.
Can't believe they're just leaving him hanging.
There-
5 to the hand.
There is no... I mean, there is a hand shape in the rose window above, but there isn't a, there isn't
All
a
right,
big old hand.
somebody conjure a giant hand. We need to resolve this.
That magic
Can't do that.
hand. Does anyone have mage hand?
Nope.
Mage hand can just expand it.
Man, missed
The hand of one of
opportunity.
the statues.
So I'll look at the tight space and sort of look at everybody and be like, we're not doing that, right?
Tracking and see if there's any. Looks like that there's been any recent devilish activity heading down these stairs.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Got it. And do I get advantage?
Yep, if you're checking for the presence of devils, then yes, you do.
Well, one of them was a 2. Not going with that one.
Are you sure?
100%. So I'll get a 14.
Okay. So you don't see any signs of any sort of infernal presence or traces or anything going down. You do see that someone has definitely been down. Someone more mundane. This has seen recent use, but not by anything evil or infernal that you can scrape up.
So
Is this
I
where
don't
the
think
people are hiding.
there could be some high-ranking people down there, maybe trying to hide.
That would be a good thing to find.
Do you want to go down and take a look, and we can maybe try to secure the rest of this area?
Did we check behind the other curtains already?
No.
No, we haven't. I just made sure that nothing could see us immediately.
If there's no one down there, it might be a good place for us to hide.
That's true. Let's do
Do
it.
you want to go look ahead of us? Scout ahead.
Sure.
Shadow
roll a
boy?
stealth.
Alrighty, go ahead and give me that stealth.
22.
All right, properly stealthy. All right, so you go
like a staircase.
you head downward. It is a length. But yeah, you get down and you end up in a sort of it's laid out like a grand staircase sort of situation. It does get wider as you go down. The opening is small, but the actual stairway does broaden as you head down. And it sort of does a flight down, and a flight down situation. And you end up on the lower floor, which is still it's dimmer because there isn't any of the windows or lighting coming in from outside. But there are sconces regularly on the walls that seem to be lit with a magical flame, like a continual flame spell or something. So it's not fire, but it's casting
what
a nice
color?
bright light.
Color is it?
It's could be it's yellow, the yellow fire.
Aw.
Yeah, no, I know. We don't have that audience.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But when they go back and watch this on the VODs,
And they'll be real disappointed.
Not green.
But yeah, so it opens up into a relatively big area immediately underneath. And the primary thing that you can see here, it branches off in... There's the central area at the bottom of the stairs. It's a relatively big room. And that has 2 hallways branching off left and right. And a raised area off straight ahead that sort of leads up a small flight of stairs to an altar.
Another altar.
Yes.
Is it another Torm altar?
No. What you see, it's an altar, but it's sort of like a like one of those tombs with an effigy carved into the top of it. And the body of a young woman lies on the top of this tomb. And
Does she look alive or dead?
she looks sort of neither.
Great.
Like
This is good news.
she looks like she's not moving. It doesn't seem like she's breathing or anything, but she doesn't look to be in any sort of state of decay or anything. And she has a gleaming great sword lying next to her on this bier.
Does she look like Zariel?
No.
Should I cut off her head?
God. Maybe. What do you think about
So,
vampires?
Yeah, you don't have anybody else to be your like angel or devil on your shoulder, so
Yeah. I'm
this
gonna
is all
poke her.
you.
It's all you.
Do I sense any like fiendish stuff if I poke her,
No.
like on the shoulder?
The old poke check.
The old poke check.
Flawless. It always works.
Always works. No.
Highly intelligent. Not at all intelligent.
No. When you poke the woman's body, there isn't. You don't feel anything like that. You don't feel any negative energy or anything coming out. But she also feels almost like stone. She's so solid.
Sweet. Is there any looking around this immediate area? Does it look like she's part of an infernal ritual?
Nope. It looks like this is like a tomb, like not a tomb, but it looks like a place of respect, where she's been laid.
Oh, so maybe I shouldn't chop off her head. Okay. Is there like any writing around that
Has
might
that
give?
ever stopped you before? Come on, Clyde.
Maybe.
At the base, around the edge of the tomb she sits on or lays on, it does just say, in common, the unknown hero.
Oh, no one knows her. Okay. I'll take this information and I'll go back upstairs and I'll let people know what I saw. Hey, there's a weird dead body down there that nobody knows about. They don't even know who it is.
Would I know anything about that?
Let's
unknown.
see. Yeah, go ahead. Just give me a d20 roll. Just a flat d20 roll.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay.
No.
And you're having trouble connecting his story with any sort of local lore, like a body no one knows about. Like,
I don't get out too much.
You know about this unknown dead person?
Nope.
Secret body.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask: Are you
dead-
sure? I mean,
a dead body in a church?
it's a dead body. I mean, should we go down there and take a look?
I mean, it wasn't alive. I touched it. I almost cut off its head.
Okay. I am going to apprehensively start trying to squeeze my way down in there because I just gotta. We gotta
No,
check this
no.
out.
I'll be like, don't worry, it opens up once you get down past the opening.
He's just gotta do the shimmy down
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just sort
through
of
the
like
door.
squeezing my way in and
Yep. And yeah,
shield above my head.
I
Stop
follow
him in.
because this person sounds important, and that's exciting.
Yeah, maybe you'll want to be buried like this.
maybe.
Yeah, of course I
Someday.
do.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I would also follow.
yeah, you get
Yeah.
down threatened without any serious issue. You manage to shimmy down. You keep all the
Just gotta wiggle.
you just gotta get in there. But yeah, true to Clyde's word, once you get past the main opening, it is pretty easy to just get in there and walk down the stairs.
Yeah, and I'm definitely like freaking out at the beginning of this because I don't know if this has come up yet, but I'm mildly claustrophobic. So
You got it, buddy.
I'm not making a big deal out of it, but I'm definitely unhappy right now.
I'm just there right behind you, like reassuring you just as we go down, like, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. We're gonna be okay.
The walls are closing in.
I am brave and strong enough for all of us. I say, not helping at all. Behind Naoma.
So
I'm
yeah,
kind of
so-
an asshole, and I'm like, I think I saw that wall move.
When we get to the body, I'm gonna ask and be like, all right, should I chop off its head?
No.
No.
Okay. And Gilda, now that you're down here, and you can see that it is, the tomb of or it says the unknown hero right on it, underneath it. You're like,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
And you remember, almost like a fairy tale story, local legend of a dragon that was attacking the town. No one could do anything about it. Until one day, just a scruffy-looking, unarmored woman just strode up to it out of nowhere, wielding a gleaming greatsword, just walked up and hacked the thing to death. And then died.
like,
Without any
just-
wounds, without any stress, she just, as the
She ain't
people
dead.
rush, as the people rush towards her to congratulate their hero, fell down dead.
Nope, no way she's dead.
I
In a
think she's
coma.
dead.
Nope.
Probably be decayed a little, though, right?
Well, that's always been the funny thing. That was about 10 years ago.
Still here.
I was gonna say, can I make a medicine or like an arcana check
Hmm.
to see if there's something preserving her?
She's just sleeping.
She's just sleeping, waiting for the right moment to strike. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can give me either a medicine or an arcana, whatever you would like.
Can I assist on the medicine? The arcana would be useless, but I can assist on
I
medicine.
could assist with either,
Yes.
if you.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just consider whichever one you would like to do. Go ahead and do it at advantage, Naoma.
All right. So the first one was a 13
Mhm.
Great.
off of a 9. The second one is a nat 20 for a 24 total.
Bum, bum, bum.
Happy birthday.
I love those 20s. Jazz hands.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And yeah, with that, you get the vibe that she is under something similar to a gentle repose spell. So just something that preserves the body from decay. But probably having access to this spell, that usually it's only good for like 10 days.
Yeah.
So either somebody's been re-upping it, which isn't that out of the question, being in a cathedral, or somebody with some real holy juice took care of this body.
Do you imagine being like a new friar and they're like, "Don't you wake up? You go put her back to sleep."
Maybe we just need to kiss her to wake her up.
Maybe if we pay her enough. she
So
will
you
help
wanted to cut her head off, and now you want to kiss her?
Well, I don't want to.
That's kind of creepy.
What?
By human
Bro, do
standards,
you need to talk about some stuff. What is happening?
by human standards, she would be considered cute.
I don't have
Even dead.
anything to. I'm almost tapped for the day. I've got a little bit left. I could try to maybe.
I could
She's
slap her.
not quite dead, but maybe like a cure wounds would bring her out of it. I don't have anything else at the moment. I
Like
didn't-
she's not.
This whole time, no one's thought to cast Cure Wounds on her.
She's not like
I'm tapped.
dead or like disabled or anything like that. So I can't like lay on hands. I could heal them, but that's all. Like I would be using my channel divinity to do that.
Yeah. I guess
I could make her sword make a noise. That's all I got.
The sword just starts crying.
Just start screaming.
No.
Forever.
I could do it.
Amazing.
I think we should before we do anything with this woman. I feel like we should try to find someone who might know a little more of what's going on here. I don't want to just raise someone from the dead and not know anything about them.
I mean, that's fair.
So this little place that we came into is sort of a hidden little gem. Like, it wasn't super hidden because it's just on a lever, but clearly either devils haven't come down here or they just haven't screwed around down here. Like, is this a nice enough place that we could try and get people in and take a long rest?
This particular area is still pretty open. Looking at it, it seems to be mostly the crossroads for this lower area,
Okay.
for this lower
Okay.
floor. But it doesn't. But yeah, as far as you can see, you're not seeing so far any of the warping or signs of demonic or devilish incursion so far. Like, nothing's been scraped up by infernal claws. Nothing's been, see any devil ichor lying on the stones or anything like that. It seems relatively normal.
Okay.
Can I do a survival check to see if there's any sign of which direction whoever came down here went?
Yes, go ahead and give me a survival check. No advantage for this.
Yeah, because it's just for people this time.
Mhm.
8.
8. This area is pretty well traveled. So you see that people have gone in both directions, but you can't see what the most recent travel was.
So I can't tell which direction they went in. Maybe we could split up and go both ways.
Well, we've got a whole group of townsfolk waiting for us up top. I don't think
Yeah, we should
it's the
probably
best
not do
use of
that.
our time to root around and looking around maybe some sort of catacombs of some sort. We need to get these people to safety before we investigate whatever this is.
Well, there might be somebody down here, and there
Yeah,
could
this
be.
Yeah,
this
we
seems
can
pretty-
come back.
This seems the least demonic place we've seen in a couple of hours. So, if anywhere is going to be quote unquote safe in hell, this is probably the closest we're going to have. Now, I'm not saying we go rooting around the catacombs. I'm saying we bring everybody down here.
And then seal up the entrance.
Yeah, like close the handle again and don't let anybody see where we went. I mean, maybe they could track us, but if we cover our tracks well enough, they hopefully can't find us. Yeah, sweep up the footprints and all that.
Yeah.
I wonder if Rhea would know anything about this.
Rhea down here?
No, she's still back up with the
Yeah, let's
townsfolk.
go ask her.
Do we want to just send one person to run up and grab her and bring it back down so she can look?
Sure, I'll go.
Also trying to relay everything up to her.
All right.
I'll go.
Cool. All right, so yeah, you can just go right back up the stairs. The hatch is still open, so nothing.
I ain't
nothing
doing it.
Nothing. Nothing fancy in that regard. You get up to Rhea, and she's like, "So is everything okay so far?"
So we found a dead body that may or may not be a dead body.
Okay, yeah, the unknown hero. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we're wondering if it down there is safe-ish, because nothing down there has changed.
Oh, that's great news. No, that probably if anybody ran anywhere and if anybody's hiding anywhere in El Terrell, it's probably down there. I don't know where exactly, like what room they'd be in, but I'm sure if you say it hasn't been touched yet, that's probably our best bet.
Cool, let's go. How do we close it afterwards? Is there a way to do that?
Yes, there is a lever down on the stairs after you go down. There's another lever that you can chunk in the opposite direction.
Cool. So I just turn around and go.
Okay.
Did I just hear a chunking?
I
I am worried.
Oh no. All right, so yeah, seeing you bring everybody down, you like give everybody the okay. Okay. So yeah.
Oh, it's just you.
Hi.
And then 20 people and an elephant, little floaty elephant, follow in right behind Gilda.
And then after everyone's in, I pull the other lever.
And you see the trapdoor flap back down into the palm from where you are, and then you can't see anything, but you hear the fist closing back up.
All right.
And
There we
Let's
go.
look around for people.
And there, I would say, is probably a good time to take a break before we continue and do the thing. So
The things and the stuff.
do the things and the stuff and the other things.
One of these days, he's gonna get us and be like, "I think that would be a good time for us to roll initiative."
Don't
Du-du-du-du.
don't give me ideas, man. I'll do it. You know I will.
No, I want you to.
All right, but yeah, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back in a couple minutes, and we will do some more D&D,
Exploring.
Some delving.
exploring, some dungeon
In some
diving.
dungeons.
This is
Dungeons.
awesome. All right, but yeah,
Indeed.
we shall be right back. Hello, and welcome back.
We're back.
All right, so you're in the basement with 20 people, and you can go at this point left or right.
Left.
I go back up the stairs and out of the basement.
I mean, that is an option.
I closed the lever
there
behind.
Are
And we
three
never
options.
saw Naoma again. Reroll your character, please.
I'm out.
Goodbye.
Now we gotta run the Naoma solo series.
Yep. So you
I
woke up
vote
in
left.
hell. That's one vote left. How much of a democracy are we making this?
I'll follow Thranton on this.
Okay.
Is there a reason you're just going 50-50 here?
I'm left-handed.
Okay.
Fine with either.
Good enough a reason as any.
Yep.
All right. So heading
Okay.
left. Me. All right. So you head.
Ian had written a whole thing, hours of content if we had gone right. Was not prepared for left.
I
Left
was
is
not
just the plot.
prepared to give them a 50-50 choice and have them choose wrong. No, I just have to orient the map so it makes sense. All right, so yeah, you head down the left corridor, goes down about 10 feet, and then it comes to a T. So you can now go.
Of course it does.
Yeah, right. So you can go.
Hold on, I have
left
to
or
do my
right.
paint map again.
Oh yeah, no, this is always fun. So yeah, you are,
Alright.
just for reference, you are basically starting in the dead center. Just so you don't
Yep.
start in the corner.
And so we took a left.
Yep.
And it's about, what, 10 feet, you said?
Yep, 10 feet, and then another left. Or right.
Left and a right? Okay.
Left and a right.
Let's just keep going left.
Yeah, let's keep going lefts. Lefts it is.
Totally fine.
So we'll just end up in this same room.
Maybe.
Maybe. You know, like, yeah, if this
Let's
is
try it.
if this place is not made by monsters, then maybe. All right, so yeah, you head left, and that will bring you after, let's see, so about
It'll be easy to get back.
20 feet ahead, there is a door to your right, and then the hallway also immediately after the door bends to the left.
I think we know the answer here.
Well,
We're
there's...
going left, baby.
All right, so you're walking by the door.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Hold on.
I
Hold on.
will put my ear up against the door as we pass.
I will walk to the door.
So raise my sword.
I'll jiggle my handle. And then proceed down the hall to the left.
Just
Is the door locked?
It is not.
All right. Proceed down the hall.
Okay.
I'll sort of be like, Thranton, hold on, let's.
I will I'll do that 3-year-old off and then turn around and come back and all right, I'm here. Whatever.
Big ol' snort through the trunk.
No, gross. I'm a refined elephant. Thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, I will do this against the door.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Not listening to anything or for anything. Just press
No,
touch
it just-
against it.
I like the way
Hugging
it
the
feels
door.
on my cheek.
It's nice and cool.
I rolled a natural 20 and
Oh.
plus 3.
Oh, that
Happy
door
New
is so
Year.
nice. So nice
It's a
on the
nice
base.
door.
So
So this
You
is
are one
oak.
with the door.
you hear absolutely nothing.
Cool. I don't
What a
hear
nat 20.
anything.
Let's open it.
All right. I'll sort of reach over and does it open into the hall or into the room?
Into the room.
Into the room.
Into the room.
Okay. Since I've already done the jiggle, I will unlatch the door and just sort of give it a gentle swing.
Hmm.
Like not holding it. I want to be
Just-
at the ready with the shield.
Just push it open.
Yeah, just sort of give it a push open. Not that it's gonna slam into the wall or anything, but just like a,
Okay.
It's totally different from what I was going to do.
Are you gonna put some explosives on the door or something? See for it?
No.
I would never.
How dare you?
So,
Clear.
all right, you breach, and the stack goes in SWAT style, and
Yeah.
I'm staying to the side of the door.
So Threnton, you push the door open, and there's no movement inside. Inside this room is a crypt. It is a crypt. It's a rectangular crypt, about 15 deep by 25 wide, and it has 11 alcoves around the perimeter, and each of those houses one set of remains. Just skeletal or skeletal remains.
So the last time we stepped into a room and there were roughly 10 little things, they were treasure chests. Are there any shields on the wall? Is this like a duplicate of that other room?
There are no shields on the wall.
Okay.
What is lighting these rooms? Are there torches on the walls?
There are
sconces?
Yep, there are sconces on the walls lit with continual flame spells.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't have my
Okay.
flashlight anymore.
And that goes. So this room has that, and then all the hallways have that as well.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'll step into the room and sort of like motion to everybody else and just be like, it just looks to be a crypt. I don't see anything dramatic in here, but I'm not looking.
Yeah, I'll take a step in, and take a look around.
Okay.
Does anything seem off about this room from what I would know about like,
funerary chambers and
yeah.
such? No, this actually looks very regular and very standard. Looks like this was a crypt to house like public servants or sages, teachers, like people who aren't like the crazy well-to-do, but people who still served the city.
Okay.
And everything is very, very normally laid out. Each alcove is just set like you would probably set it up for just, bones and the mortal remains of a person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're looking for living people, so I say we keep going.
Yeah, I'm good with leaving the room.
There doesn't seem to be
I'm still outside. I didn't go in.
this. Yeah, I think we should just leave these people be.
Okay. Cool.
And I'll head out of the room and start going down that hallway Threnton initially headed down.
Okay.
When we step out, I will close the door behind us.
Okay. Cool.
Can we, just in case we get some like crazy lost in here, do we have anything that we can like mark the door with? Can we hang a sock on the handle or something?
I have stuff. I'm like, dig
I
around.
Yeah, what you got?
What's the door made of?
Just a oak door, just a wooden door.
Oh, I mean, I can. I fan out my claws.
That'd be fine.
I'll cast encode thoughts and like create that like silvery like piece of string that floats in the air and just kind of leave it in front of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that works. Just so we can
That'll
mark it in some way, so we don't just like randomly come back to it and come back through the door again.
as long as we're not gone for more than 8 hours.
I sure
that
hope we're
will-
not wandering around a crypt for 8 hours.
That will last for 8 hours.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll start heading down that left hallway again.
Okay. So that left hallway after the bend goes 15 feet straight, and then turns to your right for another 15 feet, and then right again for another 15 feet before turning left.
Oh God.
So it basically made a pathway around the room we were just in.
Yeah, it was a U-shaped bend.
Or no.
A little bit further away, but sort of, yeah.
Okay.
So then it turns left again. Okay, and what's at the end of that?
The hallway continues on.
Just as far as the eye can see?
And then hallway goes down about 30 feet, and then comes to a funky junction 30 feet down, and it's lit well enough that you guys can see this ahead of you. And it's sort of the hallway itself comes to a junction where it bends to the left. But straight ahead is what looks like some sort of vault, like a funerary vault, like a mini mausoleum situation. And that looks like it also has something a little bit past it to the left that you can't see down the hallway.
Try this vault.
Yeah, I mean, we've come this far. Like, just going back is just going to be retracing. So there's nothing that like, can I perception at all? Do I see anything that, like, with my natural perception that just makes me concerned?
Nope. No, with your passive perception.
Yeah, passive. That's what I mean.
Yeah, with the passive perception, no, everything seems fine. You're not hearing any shrieks or screams or anything. The hallways look normal. They look fine. No bodies, no blood dripping down the walls or anything like that. All of the dead that you've seen so far have remained dead. Always good.
All right, yeah, let's just head down the hallway till we get to this funky junction and sort of assess from there.
More normal you describe this place to be, the more nervous I get about it.
Yeah, right?
Woo. All right, so let's see. All right, so you go down and you get to this vault, and this vault is just like it's just a place to store bodies. These are sort of just the common folk of El Terrell, in the vault that you've come across, just already dead. Unfortunately, some much more recently dead than others. It looks like some people who maybe died in the escape or in the fall have been recently interred here until someone can figure out something better.
Okay. How big is this room? Like, roughly?
This room, it's about 10 feet, like 10 feet on a side, square. And when you guys are in the vault area, looking at these stored bodies, it does have a little bit of an alcove off to the left that heads down another 15 feet.
Okay.
Always
But that's the only way out? That alcove to the left?
From the vault where you are, if you backtrack out of the vault, the hallway did turn further.
Oh, there was a turn on the hall.
Yeah. So yeah, this was not a dead end hallway.
Well, let's go look in that alcove and see if that goes anywhere.
Okay. So I'll do this. Don't worry about the dice rolling. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It never
Maybe
means
Clyde
anything
should go
bad.
first.
What? Why me?
Because you're sneaky.
I am sneaks. I stealth.
Do it.
I announce loudly that I stealth.
I stole.
26.
Oof.
Very stealthy. And so you head
I rolled a 19.
You head down the hallway. There are a couple steps up. The hallway, goes up a little bit. And you see sort of another recessed mausoleum. This one is a little bit more permanent. This one, it looks like it was where, like, warriors or esteemed priests have been laid to rest. But this particular mausoleum thing is empty except for some bodies that have been there for quite some time.
Great. Any signs of the living?
No.
I leave.
All right. It takes them about 2 seconds to get back to you guys.
And I whisper, only dead people are up there.
That was in the alcove?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that was a dead end?
Yes.
Okay.
You sure?
Dead end.
How dead was the end?
I mean, pretty dead. There were dead bodies.
That's pretty dead.
All right, so I'll work back to the junction before the big crypt room, I guess. And what directions did we have off that?
Off of the area you guys just went into. Like the 10 by 10 room, off of that room.
Yeah, so before that,
yep.
there was a
Yep.
junction that we could turn off into, right?
Yep, that heads left about 10 feet. It's a short little hallway.
But no right.
No right.
Okay. Yeah, let's just head down that and see where that leads.
Okay. So that, head down that. That branches you, after that short hallway, 10-foot hallway, you come to another T, going left and right. Both of the hallways are pretty short. Like, you can see the hallway that goes to your left goes another 10 feet to the left, and then curves to the right, and looks like it goes into a bigger room. You see more light coming around the bend. Your hallway to the right, the other direction, looks like it goes towards another one of the mausoleums that Clyde just checked out.
Okay. Can I sort of point to the right and say, "Hey, Clyde, can you check that one out? It looks to be about the same."
Okay.
All right.
And I'll go check it out. What is there anything over there?
Nope. Still much of the same. People have been buried for quite some time.
I'll sneak back and just whisper, "Another dead end."
Okay. So we will move over to the left, the last path we sort of have.
Okay.
The
Now,
last left.
this area, it opens up. You go down that short little jog hallway, come out into a bigger room. This room is about 20 feet deep and extends about 30 feet in the other directions. 20 by 30.
And there are 20 villagers there.
So many villagers. This looks like a temple. There are like a bunch of semicircular alcoves, similar to the one from that first big room that you looked at with the crypts and the bones and such. Each of those contains an elaborate upright sarcophagus, holding the body of... Each of the sarcophagi have the symbol of Torm, the open hand, right on the front of the casket case. So they all look like there was some sort of servant or priest of Torm that's been interred here.
And how many are in here?
In this
Upright?
In this particular room, there are 6.
6. Okay.
And when you come into the room, also worth noting, there are 2 more of those mausoleums that Clyde has checked out, sort of attached off on the same wall that you guys just came in on. So it's got
This is like primetime Deadland.
Yep. And because you would all be able to see into those 2 mausoleums from where you're standing, there is nothing in the 2 crypt areas off to the side.
I think it's likely that these are the priests or past priests of the temple.
That makes sense. Are there any other paths off of this?
Yes, the room does has like the opposite wall from where you came in is mirrored. So it has another short little hallway that goes 10 feet ahead of you and then branches off to the right.
To the right. Okay.
I really should have just started doing this with north, south, east, and west, because now I'm flipping this shit up. Minimap rotates.
Can we sort of look for any signs of people coming through here? Any signs of life?
Yeah, if anybody wants to give me a survival check to look for people.
Ugh. 9.
Okay.
18.
18. Okay.
Unless I can smell, and then I'll advantage.
Well, if you want to try and sniff people out,
I don't.
specifically...
Not in a corpse.
Okay.
My advantage is to know to not do that.
So, let me just see here.
I got a 15.
15? Okay. Okay. So, as you leave this room, you do note, like, similar to what Clyde saw earlier, you do see that this area was pretty well traveled. Clearly, people lived and worked, did their priestly duties in and around the cathedral. This isn't some dusty dungeon that no one's ever been to in 100 years. But, Granton, with your check, you do sort of hear off down the hallway, because so far the hallways are basically just flipped at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So you look down the hallway to your right, and you see another one of these mausoleums. But you do hear kind of the faint sound of someone crying, someone like sniffling.
Is it a rock?
We found the outside.
It's not me. It's not me this time. I promise.
Okay. So like a single, solitary,
Yeah.
single person crime. Okay. I'll sort of look back at everybody and be like, I think I hear people up ahead.
Let's go. We must save them.
I don't know if they need saving, but I hear what I
I'll
think.
hang
might
back
be
a little.
So I'll head through and I'll take the right tunnel and sort of see where it leads.
Okay.
I'll follow closely behind Thranton.
Okay. So
I'm
you
still stealthing.
Okay. So you guys get to the end of that hallway. Passing on the way, you do see a branch. The tunnel goes straight and to the left. So you walk past the left-bound hallway. You get to this mausoleum and you look into it, and you do see huddled way in the corner are 4 more commoners. Just like huddled, like desperately. One of them is definitely desperately trying not to cry, but really isn't able to hold it in anymore. And the other 3 are just sort of huddled in shock, trying to do their best to keep that third one quiet.
Okay.
Me, a tone deaf royal. I walk up to them and say, "Ah, yes, common folk. How I hope this day finds you well."
I'm gonna immediately turn to Naoma and be like, "Can you?
I'm already like walking.
You're
past
way
you.
better."
And I sort of like crouch down. They're all
Back 'em
sitting
up.
on the floor.
Mhm. Yep.
I sort of crouch down next to them. How did you all get down here? We have a group of others if you want to come with us.
And one of them, like, just glassy-eyed, like, still completely in shock, will just staring at Maleficus will answer your question and just be like, we were in the we just ran. I don't remember, but we got down here and we've been hiding here since that.
I too know what it is like to run. I cannot run for very long though, for I become tired. I know how you must be feeling right now.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Naoma, Arca Naoma, and this is Maleficus. He is loud, but means you no harm. When was the last time you all ate?
One of them a different one will still in shock, just be like, this morning.
I'll turn to the group. Does anyone have any scraps? Anything we can give them?
Bacon and
let
eggs.
me
Calm
look.
their nerves.
So
When I catch up, I dig in my pockets and I pull out some cookies.
Nice.
Here you
Oh, perfect. I'll take the cookies and hand them out. I know they're not much, but
So this
go. What do
kind-
you mean they're not much?
What, like,
Excuse me.
the one who's crying will just like shove it in their mouth. just whole thing in the mouth and just kind of chew cry around it.
I have like 2 portions of like what would be like essentially trail mix. And like they could potentially split it up.
Kids don't like trail mix.
I think they'll take anything at this point.
Yeah. I'll hand
Yeah.
it to Naoma to sort of do with
Yeah, and
as you please.
I'll distribute it among them. You said they're all kids?
No, these are 4 adults.
Oh, they're 4 adults. Okay.
Yep.
For some reason,
Oh.
I had thought they were kids.
And adults love trail mix. Clyde.
Nailed it.
Oh,
Um,
got me there.
we brought a group of other townsfolk. I don't know if you'll know any of them, but we were able to escort some here as well. They're near the entrance. We think you're safe down here for now, but I think we're better off in numbers than we are separated in small individual groups.
There's more trail mix back there too.
No, there's not.
Okay.
I don't have
Yeah.
anything else.
Naoma, go ahead and give me a persuasion with advantage.
All right, the first one is a 19 plus 5 for 24.
So
I
terrible.
would keep that.
And
Okay.
the second one is an 18 total.
We're going with the
So 24.
8. Okay, so yeah, that's good. That's enough for your words to get through with the food and the lion.
Yeah,
Notwithstanding,
take this candy from the strangers.
like that's enough to get them on their feet, and they'll just follow along with you.
If I descended into hell, I would take anything a stranger gave me at that point.
Yeah, that's good. Good cause.
Should we send someone to bring them to the rest of the group, or do we want to just take them with us?
The
through
lion is doing a great job.
catacombs?
Yeah, I feel like we're just like wandering catacombs here, but also we've come so far that I don't really want to have to backtrack all the way here.
How long have we been walking around?
Probably it's about real time, so not crazy long, maybe about 20 minutes.
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes by my estimation.
Yeah, you guys haven't really run into anything that took any additional time.
Let's just keep them with us for now, because I'm no architect, but I would think that these things would be like a big cycle, like it would all connect back together. So I almost feel like we'll be able to get back to the main room this way. But if we don't see anything, Naoma, if we don't see anything in the next, you pick the number of turns, we'll turn back.
Okay.
1.
Let's just keep going, and if it feels like it's gonna continue on for a while, then we'll turn.
All right.
At least
Yeah,
a couple of us will turn back to bring these folks back to the rest of the group.
Yeah, I'll leave that decision to you, because I'm just going to keep barreling forward if we don't run into something that ends the path. So, I'll look at the group and be like, "Can you guys walk?"
Like they're standing, they'll be like, yeah, I think we can. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just stick with us for now. We'll keep you safe. We'll find where we need to go.
Cool. All right.
So we'll
And-
head back to that split, and then so we're heading out of here. So we'd be taking a right now.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
And that goes forward another 10 feet. And then goes to the similar vault with a mausoleum alcove off to the side situation as before. We lost Tom, though.
We are Tom losers.
We are helpless and all scrambled on the Twitch now. Oh no.
Oh no. There we go. Backup mode.
Ooh.
Not as fancy, but it's okay.
I'm at the bottom. Woo!
So
I'm
this
the
is
bottom of the food pyramid,
this is sort of what it looks like when I look at the screen.
right?
It's,
Okay. So this is another big room with a mausoleum on it. If it's like the other vaulted room with the mausoleum, this should be a dead end.
No. Same sort of thing as before, though. It goes to before the vault. It branches off to the left, down a longer.
Okay. Yeah. Let's check this room out. Make sure there's nothing weird, and then go back to the split and take the left.
Okay.
Cool. Did we find anything?
Not Tom.
Um,
But yeah. No. There is. This is the same sort of thing as before. Not much on this side. But yeah, if you go down the adjoining passageway there, you'll go down a little bit of a ways, and then it will turn. The hallway will turn to the left, and the right, and then the left. Doing another one of those U bends.
Okay. And then at the end of this, is there like a at the end of this U bend there must be another left, right? Or left, correct?
Well, it goes up about 20 feet, and then there's sort of an off-centered junction. You see a door to your right, and then 5 feet past that, door to your left, or an opening to your left.
Okay.
And when you get up to that point, you see and hear you're on the opposite side of the room you came in on.
Oh, so we can see the room?
Yep, yeah, when you get up to that off-centered junction, the room that goes to your left is that central room.
Oh, you're gonna love this map that I did.
Yeah, this is always great, because halfway through the message gets completely garbled.
No,
And-
it's actually okay. I'm
and-
pointing at roughly the right spot.
Okay.
Okay. So let's.
So actually, let me. Can you pop that map in our chat or the Facebook or something, just so I can get a good feel of what you've seen so far? Because yeah, this is mirrored. So yeah, if you're at this actually makes sort of a 4-way, and you can continue on straight down the hallway to explore the section that you have not touched at all as you went.
Where did I save it? Pictures? Downloads? Where the hell did I just put Catacombs map? I literally just saved it. Where the hell did this go? File, save as. Documents. Why would it go into documents?
Why the hell would you put it in documents?
I don't know. I'm a terrorist.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty.
Like on the top right hand corner is the door to the right, and then the forward door to the left. And then if you sort of look to the left, that leads back to the main room. That first box on the left is the original room.
Yeah, that's not too terrible. Yeah, and yeah, so if you're, this is pretty close. I mean, realistically, you guys have done that
Oh yeah,
that
look at that.
section there.
Yeah. All right.
So
cool.
that's pretty close.
Yeah.
for theater of the mind. So there is so take your pick which side that you want to go on. If you want to continue on this new side, this new unpatched right side, or if you want to go and take the original right that you never took. Up to you. Either way, you can
I'd
drop
definitely
off
like
your
to
new...
take the people back to the central room.
Yeah, you can definitely drop off your new charges now that you're there.
Does anybody in the group, when we lead them up to them, or does anybody recognize each other? Is there like a mommy daddy moment where the kids run at each other and everything? Did we save somebody? Is this a good thing?
Let's.
They're adults. They're
Am
not
I
me-
back?
Let
Well,
me
the
see.
kids
Yeah,
are in the
but
group.
you're back.
Hey!
Hey, you're back.
Hey!
We got a Tom.
We got a Tom. All right.
And the map looped back around to the main area, but there's still a path we can go.
Let me see here. Get
Yeah. So sorry. What happened?
nothing. Nothing happened. Everything's fine.
Nothing happened.
Our path led us back to roughly where we needed to be.
Okay.
And we are going to be bringing back the new people we found to the main group.
Got it.
I'm just gonna fix this because it's gonna bother me.
Look
You
at
guys
me.
get to see
I'm
some.
the Naoma now.
You guys get to see a little bit of that behind the scenes magic every show. Every show. This
Is
isn't
it
You
a-
don't-
really
you don't
behind
even
the
have to pay
scenes
more
if it's
for
in
it, it's
front of the
just-
screen?
Yeah.
No. I mean, yes.
I mean,
just
the
turn off
videos
my
are moving
camera.
behind the overlay. You can kind of see that action.
But it's
Moving behind the scenes, you might say.
still more stable than most Discord calls I've done, though. So Discord video has come a long way from absolutely nothing at the beginning of the year
Non-existing even.
to pretty good now. But in any case, yeah.
Ian, what's on your shirt?
What's on my shirt? This is, in fact, a Discord shirt that I got at PAX East, I think, 2 years ago. It's got the date on it, but I can't read it. So,
I remember when we used to PAX.
same.
Yeah.
Same.
Sorry. Okay. Anyway, Naoma's back from the shadows.
Oh, back from the
Naoma
shadows.
stealth away for
Naoma.
a few minutes. Yeah.
I just
I
went
didn't
into
know you were so
sleep
sneaky.
mode. Just catatonic walking.
Yeah.
You're the
NPC
hero.
mode.
You're just like the hero who died, and we didn't know who they were.
Chop off her head.
Wait. Back up.
Whoa.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Oh,
I'm here.
Oh. Never mind. Nothing.
So,
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're bringing these 4 people back to the group. Does
Yes.
anybody in the group recognize them, or them recognize anybody else?
let's see.
Have we reunited any brothers and sisters, any families?
Holy shit, Dave, you're alive. And yeah, one of the guys that's just been in the crowd since the beginning, rushes out, and just like the one person who was crying, he just like grabs them and hugs them, just holds them close
Aw.
for a
Worth
bit.
it. We did it.
Um,
End scene.
and
Way
good
to go,
night.
Dave. I told you this would be a good idea. We are competent leaders. I'm a competent leader.
Goodness.
All right. So you have 2 directions that you can go effectively. You can go out the what? No, it doesn't. Don't lie to me, Brian. Don't lie to me.
We're gonna do a Twitch channel.
Oh, well, that's the Twitch channel. That's fine.
Power word cause and effect.
Yeah. This is all an experiment in causality. As long as the graphics are fine, then I don't care. Funny thing is, it's actually said that every week then, because I've used the same copy and paste
Incredible.
for like the past
Incredible.
5 sessions.
Behind the scenes.
Power word
Behind
causal.
the
Power word causal.
scenes.
God
That's the name
damn.
of our
Wow.
campaign
That's the name of the campaign. Is
Power-
Power Word Causal.
on Power Word Casual.
Done. We have
Power word axolotl.
we have selected a name.
Wow.
So and what a name it is. So y'all have a choice. Do you select Power Word Causal as your no? So you
Smash.
can go smash that that
Button.
vote button. So we can either go basically left to right again. Go back the original hallway that you went, or the new hallway. they both end up going in the same easterly direction.
I will roll for initiative.
Okay.
I attack
Yeah,
the darkness.
I guess we head down the one east hallway then, huh? Right?
Well, there's
Yeah.
two, but they both go east. So
Oh,
so you can do the northerly east hallway or the southerly east hallway.
Hmm.
for
which
mine.
one is closer to the main room that we came into?
Equidistant.
God damn it! All right, let's just go north.
Okay. Fortunately, that's the more interesting room anyway. It's the more
Hey.
interesting way
Awesome.
anyway. So yeah, you go
Jackpot.
up that original T junction. You're at that same T where you went left the first time. So now you head right, and you head 10 feet, and you see the hallway actually goes an additional 15 feet, and then bends to the right, bends to the south. But there is a door on your left-hand side that is shut before the bend.
Okay. I will check the handle.
Alright.
Gotta jiggle it.
I'll stand with my swords raised.
Jiggle
Okay.
that handle.
Give that a jiggle. It is unlocked.
Okay. We listened at the other one, but I'm just gonna gently swing it open. Just
Okay.
Sort of give it the swing.
Standing far away from that door. Just in case.
Empty.
Okay.
No
There's
no
nothing?
motion.
This
Not
one I'm
even
gonna.
like bodies.
So do you go in?
Or just
Empty,
like-
empty.
Well, you don't
empty,
see
empty.
you don't see any motion. Nothing jumps out at you when you open the door.
Oh, okay.
But you're just like still at the door. You haven't even gone in yet.
So step in, look around, expect to see 11 corpses or 11 like places where crypts. That's the word.
This is effectively a conference room.
Oh,
It's a large oval chamber, and there is a large red oak oval table right in the middle, with a bunch of seats around it. And other than this big old table and like a refreshments cart that is currently empty, this is just an empty conference room.
I'm gonna make a religion check. Why would there be a conference room in a
A
crypt?
tomb?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a religion
Can I
check.
think of anything, any reason why? That's a 22.
A 22. Okay, you can actually think of several reasons because this isn't just a crypt. Yes, there are places where there are places where there are obviously bodies stored, but this is a working, functioning temple cathedral situation. So this is just a place for the clergy, for the caretakers of this place, even like the council that runs El Terrell if for whatever reason the big chamber upstairs is busy. There's a conference room down here.
Okay.
so I'm gonna sort of like heave a heavy sigh, sort of usher everybody out of the room, assuming we all are ready to leave.
I'm ready.
Are you
Yeah.
sure there's nothing in there?
Freshman cart.
Yeah, if you want to take another look, feel free.
Okay. And I will.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation, your choice.
Investigation. Meh. $13.
13. Okay. You find a bagel. Underneath the refreshment cart, it had fallen. Whenever
Find a bagel.
whenever the last meeting was, maybe a day or so ago. It's little crusty at this point,
I take it.
little hard, but not inedible. So yeah,
Okay.
plus one bagel for your inventory.
All right. I'll take a bagel.
Is it a plain bagel? Is it an everything bagel?
Yeah, this is pretty important.
Onion.
Sesame.
Oatmeal.
It's a flaming hot bagel.
Raisin bagel?
Hell bagel.
Hell bagel. No, it's just
Oh, bagels.
just a plain bagel. I mean, there's a reason it was the last one.
Is it already toasted?
No.
Gonna be toasted soon.
It's gonna be toasted soon. Yeah.
All right, so Gilda, you have left the room now.
Yeah, I found
right.
a bagel.
This door I'm actually gonna slam in frustration.
Okay.
Nothing but a freaking bagel.
Okay. And I would like, after that slam,
We're rolling initiative.
I would like everybody to give me a perception check, real quick.
Roll stealth for the
Uh-oh.
slam, quick.
Make it a quiet one. Quiet slam.
Nope, I'm frustrated.
13.
13,
17.
17,
15.
15,
11.
22.
22. Okay. Maleficus, with your sharp lion hearing, you hear somebody gasp. But it is not from the direction of your commoners that you left behind the hallway. You hear a gasp from around the bend that you guys haven't been down yet.
Mine royal ears doth hear a gasp.
You hear someone like, and then like,
We stole their bagel.
From the wrong direction, even. It's from over there.
Oh.
I think one of our commoners has strayed from the group. We should rescue them.
We need to rescue them.
Let's go get them.
I'm gonna go stealth and chase the sound.
okay, give me that stealth.
I say before Clyde leaves, I say, Clyde, none of this. No.
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 I rolled a 9, so I'm
A
not
9?
stealth.
Okay, yeah, I'm not super stealthy. You get caught up in this. You
I
get
trip
caught
and
up in
fall.
this conversation.
I'm gonna cut off a head. And I just run.
Okay. And so around that bend, like the hallway turns to the right, and it opens up into the main
Bathroom.
crypts.
Oh.
This is like the proper, like you've seen mausoleums and vaults for remains so far, but this is the main crypt. This is where the vast majority of the dead are interred in the walls and such. But what you find, in addition to all of El Terrell's storied dead,
All of El Terrell's storied living.
about 100 terrified people.
Hey!
100 people?
And standing before them, like at hearing you come around the hallway, standing in front of them is a haggard woman with gray hair, matted with sweat. With one arm, she's clutching a big leather-bound tome, big old book. And in the other hand, she has a mace, but it definitely looks like a ceremonial mace, almost like one of the holy water scatterers more than anything.
I'm immediately gonna like put my hands up, like shield in one hand, hand up on the other one, and just be like, "Hey, whoa! We're not here to hurt. We're not. Most of us are not here to hurt you."
Oh.
And yeah, I'll step out from around Thranton as well. And how many people are here? Looking at the woman with the mace.
Do I recognize anybody?
Gilda, yeah.
It's Mad Maggie.
It's Mad Maggie. You do look throughout the crowd, and yeah, there's faces you recognize, just people that you've seen around town. Some people do like point at you, like being the only familiar face in this group. Like some like, oh, it's Gilda, it's the crazy shop, it's the crazy shop lady. She made it. And so it's just like,
Fair.
like, oh man.
Any
okay.
signs of fiendish, infernal activity amongst these people?
I was gonna say any fiendish activity.
6 people burst in half, turn into devils. No.
Yeah.
No. These people
Kill
are
them.
it's just, yeah, it's like best estimate about 100 people just like huddling, terrified. The bunch, like the few that are behind a pillar or a crypt are doing their best to hide behind it. But there's just a bunch of, it's a big room.
I'm
But
gonna
it's pretty
say to
full.
Naoma, I'm gonna be like, you handle this here. I'm gonna go get everybody else. I'll be right back. Because it wasn't that far. It was only a couple of turns.
No, yeah, it really wasn't that far at all.
So I'll go back and collect the rest of the 24ish other people we have. And
Okay.
when I get there, I'll just be like, hey, we found others. We don't know the situation yet, but we just wanted to get everybody in one place so we could figure out what's going on.
Okay. And yeah, everybody back at the junction will readily follow you.
One Karen argues with me, and I just give her the look.
Well, yeah, while that's happening, I'll introduce myself to the one with the mace. I believe we got off on the wrong foot. I gesture to Clyde. I'm Arca Naoma. We were rescuing some people from town. We thought this would be a good place to potentially keep people safe. I'm glad that we found you here. What might your name be?
She'll lower the mace a little bit, and she'll be like, "My name is Faria. I'm an acolyte here."
Faria.
And
Well, it's nice to meet you, Faria. That would explain why you knew of this place.
yeah, I do work here. Yeah, yeah. So is this, so how many did you find? And then like, yeah, how and were you
We've got
followed?
25-ish people that we found in various states throughout the town. We had heard that people were seeking potential shelter at what was the name of the castle thing?
The High Hall.
The High Hall. We found we had heard people were seeking shelter at the High Hall, so we came here but didn't find anyone, and then discovered this tomb and noticed it hadn't been corrupted yet, so we came down in hopes to
Actually,
find
the
shelter.
tall place. Sorry,
This is fine.
that's what I always called it.
Do you manage to get all these people here by yourself?
Well, not just me. Like if there are a few others who worked here and who were here at the live here at the hall, and there were the guards. Those that came down with us, the Duke's guard. They recently, and she'll point over towards. She'll just sort of gesture out, like, you actually must have just missed the Duke and his guards. Then, like, they went out to go seek something that'll help. They should be back soon. So
Help for what?
we just been holding out. Just deal with the. She will say. Yeah, she's like, there's out in the cemetery, where we keep the rest of the dead. There's supposed to be a holy relic there. Hopefully it's still there, is really the question. And the Duke.
What does it look like?
It was a helmet. It was a helm, like that you wear on the head, and it's supposed to be a holy relic of Torm, our sacred protector. And if the Duke can bring that here, like, this is a holy place, but clearly we don't know how long it'll hold out. So we hope that bringing that here will just further strengthen the wards on this place, and hopefully keep us safe for as long as we can stay safe. So we
Did you
hope.
say the Duke?
Yeah, the Duke Ravengard, one of the high dukes of El Terrell.
Oh, okay,
So not the dude that you guys ran into.
not some like
Okay.
evil devil worshipping dupe, maybe.
No, Duke Ravengard is quite noble and pious. Like he's
Oh, great.
How long ago did they leave? We've been down here for a while.
it's like I don't know. It's hard to keep track down here. Maybe 2 hours ago. Which you guys haven't been down here for quite 2 hours.
Yep. I'll turn and look to the rest of the group. I'm a little concerned that we didn't see anyone leaving here.
They
Sure
could have gone
didn't.
to a different place. Like the High Hall had multiple entrances. We just came through one of them.
It's true.
Yeah, we only went through one like part of this whole.
And we didn't come through like a graveyard like they were going to. So
But if they haven't, I'll turn back to Freya. And how far away is this cemetery graveyard? Is it 2 hours away?
No. Well, normally no. I don't know how long it takes to get across the city now, but it's it's
Take
on
a long time these days.
it's on
There's some traffic.
it's on
Hold
this side of the river. So it's at the edge of town, but it's on this edge of town. So it shouldn't. Unfortunately, I imagine he ran into something, but the Duke is a strong man, and his guards are well trained. So I hope that they would have been able to make it. They should be back soon. But she'll look at you guys, and she'll look at the crowd that you brought with, and she'll sort of snap back into mother mode, and she'll be like, "You all need to rest. We've all been through a lot, but you guys look like you've been through more."
Look like we've been through hell.
have I made it back with the other 24 yet?
Yes, it's at this point I'd say
Okay.
yeah. She'll see you and everybody come in. She'll see Rhea. She'll see the little elephant.
And won't like flinch. She's like, "Oh, yep, elephant. All right."
No, she won't
Checks out.
won't flinch at the elephant at all. And she'll look at Rhea and she'll be like, "Oh, good, you made it." She'll look at the elephant, but like, "Lulu, you made it. Thank Tor."
Ah,
After the day they've had, I think a flying elephant is probably the least of their.
That's what I'm
worries.
saying. Like, you just like, yep, all right.
Yep. Seems
Yeah.
seems good. Seems right.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone
fine.
getting swallowed up into hell. Flying elephant.
Yeah.
The zoo just showed up with a bunch of extra people. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
A lion and an elephant.
And she'll sort of point. She'll like kind of like then turn and give you guys the tour. Like, well, we have. If you need water, we do have holy water. I mean, maybe don't drink it right away. I like to save it if we need it. But there's water there. There's some places you might find a place to sleep. And that's basically the tour of the place.
Sweet.
And
there's holy water. Don't drink it.
don't drink it right away. I mean, if you're dying of thirst, please, like, we'll share what food we have, what supplies we have, obviously. But yeah, the Duke should be back soon. And with that, I am gonna say you guys are level 5.
Ooh.
And roll initiative.
And roll initiative. No, and
19.
and we'll be able to go ahead and, in the safety of this room, go ahead and take a good nap.
Yay!
Say,
Long
did
as
it.
yet.
we got the time of sleeps.
Yep.
Nice. Now I can be useful.
Before we take our rest, I'm gonna pull Thranton aside and be like, I'm concerned about this Duke.
I agree, but also there would be basically nothing we could do without resting first.
We need spells.
We need to trust that he can take care of himself for a little bit, and like we can go take a look potentially if he hasn't come back by the time we're done resting, but we need this. We need to we need to relax for a second.
Okay. I trust your judgment on this one. I would just hate to lose another person, group
I
of people to this.
definitely agree. But what good would rushing out there with no strength be?
0.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And
Alright,
I'll
I
get up
meditate.
and sort of like go and check on the people that are here and see if they're like can calm any nerves or anything like that before I sort of like find a spot to take a nap.
Okay. Yeah, and in general, yeah, the people here are overall comforted by the presence of another holy person, albeit one with a skull loot.
I'm kind of holy.
And yeah, like they're like
Just
they're
heavy
definitely
metal.
they're also like not refreshed, but they're reassured by the presence of swords and people who look like they've used them recently. So
I've got swords.
They love you.
They're super comforted by a very regal lion man.
Yeah, do you do anything in particular to try and comfort the masses?
I probably give 1 or 2 people a pat on the head, and I try to tell stories about when times were tough in my life, but as previously demonstrated, they're very mundane, and they're not difficulties at all. Like it's just things like, geez, there was one time that like the servants forgot to brush my hair, and it's almost as bad as it is now. Can you imagine? It's really bad. Just terrible out of touch stuff.
Just
Like,
the most
First world
bougie
problems.
complaints ever.
yes.
I love it.
One time, one of my servants had to cross the street.
Somehow this inconvenienced me.
It took him 5 minutes to come back.
I had to wait the whole time.
I had to cross the street eventually. That's how it got really rough. But I went across the street.
Oh.
I came back across the street. I'm here
No.
today. You can do
They're
it.
not ready for this story. That's too tragic.
Some people start crying.
Yeah.
Why did the Leonin cross the road?
Because the servant
'Cause
never
it's-
came back.
On that note, yeah. So yeah, and you guys will be able to go ahead and start your long rest. Welcome to level 5 and all of the things that entails. And we will go ahead and take a breather on this one for a little bit. We will not be back next week on the 16th. Our good boy Thranton is going away for a time. A brief time, but he'll be back. And so we'll probably do something else on next Monday. We'll figure that out. But no D&D, at least none of this D&D. Who knows? There may
Not
still be
this
D&D.
story.
Not this story. Magic. But yeah, we'll be back with more on that. We'll figure out what the hell happens to the Duke. See if he comes back on time. He might. See,
My money's on no.
might not. Might be dead. Might not be dead. Might be possessed. Might not be possessed. You know?
Wow.
You don't know. I don't know. But yeah, we'll be back with that. Everyone will be level 5, which is a fun level for most classes. Like that's when you get extra attack. That's when you start getting more features. Like you really start growing as a lion or a half elf or a alchemist or a whatever Clyde is.
Elf?
Well, yeah, but you got that rogue ranger multi-class going. You're the only
Yeah, so
you're
I
the
don't
only
hit
one
5.
that I can't like protect or not protect, but like project what's gonna happen. Like I don't know what angle you gonna take.
Just so I don't forget it for next week, I'm going to be crafting with my chef ability 2 treats. One of them is going to go to Clyde, and one of them is going to go to Naoma. Can you just mark those down in your inventory so that way you remember them?
What are they?
Treats.
They're treats.
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 They're like dog treats.
I
I
want dog
kinda-
treats.
They can be whatever he makes. He's
Scooby snacks.
Yeah,
he's the
Scooby
chef.
snacks. Basically,
Yeah.
what they are is a bonus action to gain 2 temporary hit points. It's not a huge thing. I just want to remember to do it.
Okay.
Well, it's a nice little boost if you're about to die.
Yep.
I typed in "I'ma get a treat" and it didn't come up.
Oh well, we tried.
Come on, D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's never been easier. But
Treats, threaten.
treats, those. But in any case, I'd like to thank my players for a great game, for a great little suspenseful dungeon dive. Sometimes the combat that you don't run into is the one that's the most frightening.
It's true.
And yeah, and thanks for everybody who watched. We're not entirely doing this for you, but you help. You help a lot.
I'm doing it for them.
Only for them.
Only for them. It's all for you.
I don't even want to be here.
Wow.
Wow.
Just
Wow.
kidding. I love all of you.
Don't let Tom hear that.
Right.
Hurt his feelings.
Just Naoma.
Just Naoma.
Only my feelings.
Only-
and
Only
I
your
mean,
feelings.
It's true.
But that'll be it for us. See everybody at the very least in 2 weeks on the following Monday. But I do hope that everybody has a nice night and that you stay causal.
Yes.
Stay causal.
Stay causal.
I'm gonna be losing my mind over that for the next 7 years.
Every session.
Bye.
Amazing.